there are some crosswalks now where there are stoplights or stop and go lights, depending on how you say that. Where there's the crosswalk and then there's the walk signal and the don't walk. But some of them speak to you now. When it's time to not walk, they tell you to wait. It's just the word, and it starts speaking. It's wait, 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 wait. And they keep saying that word, wait, wait, until it's time to walk. And then and then they make another sound entirely, which sounds kind of like a machine gun or something going off, so that you start walking immediately. But I find it interesting, and it makes sense that they don't just say the word wait once. They keep saying it over and over again, because I think they know that if they would say the word wait, that it wouldn't be very long before people would get sick of waiting. And they would start walking when they're not supposed to walk, so they just repeat it, wait, 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 because waiting is very difficult for humans who are typically in a hurry. And so what David tells us in Psalm 37 to do in verse 7 is very difficult, where he says, be still before the Lord and wait patiently for him. Be still before the Lord and wait patiently for him. One of the best examples of waiting in the Bible is Anna, the prophetess, who got to meet little baby Jesus when she was pretty advanced in years. So she had been married for 7 years, and then her husband died after just 7 years, and then she lived many decades after that without a husband, seemingly without a job, without much change in her life and what was going on. She spent day and night, she was at the temple waiting for the Savior, waiting to see the Savior. And she waited through many things. She waited through many different people. It was a long, long wait until one day the Savior of the world was brought into the temple. And it's important to note how the Savior of the world came into the temple. He didn't come as a really impressive-looking adult king riding on a horse with a lot of soldiers in front of him and behind him, protecting him from everyone. He didn't come in high and mighty to meet Anna. He didn't push her away. He didn't come in tremendously wealthy. He came in as a baby. Fragile, soft, humble. In other words, he was gentle with Anna. He was gentle. Anna got to hold the Savior in her arms, the Savior for whom she had been waiting for decades after she had lost so much and then lived with that loss for so long. She got to hold in her arms the promise that God was always going to be gentle with her heart. Not forceful, not condemning, but gentle and loving and kind. And also understanding how hard it is to wait. Jesus was on earth for 33 years before he ascended into heaven again, and that's nothing close to how long Anna just waited on earth after her husband died. But that doesn't mean that little baby Jesus didn't know what it was like to wait. To wait in the garden as his disciples fell asleep on him after he had asked them for help. To wait overnight fully awake while he was put on trial and lied about again and again. To wait for the rooster to crow in the morning when he would meet eyes with Peter. And to wait again as he would be hurt and hung up on a cross. And wait and wait and wait as the sky turned dark, and he took his last breath. Which meant he would no longer have to wait to hear from God that you are forgiven, that you are loved, that you are cared for, that you are His, that your new home, the best one of all, the one that your heart has been longing for from the beginning, but you have not yet seen, it is right now waiting for you. And one day it will receive you. And until then, we wait. We wait. We wait with faith. We wait with hope. We wait with peace in our hearts. We wait with joy. Because you're not alone in your wait. Right there with you is a Savior who will always be gentle with you. As we struggle to wait, He will not fail to be there with you. Keep waiting, my friends. Be still and keep waiting. Rest well tonight, my friends.